All right, welcome back everybody. It is blazing hot today, end of September, and it just rained. It hasn't rained here in at least a month, so now it's like 1000% humidity, which is awesome. Anyways, today's gonna be pretty quick, just to clean up. I wanna get the stuff out of the cab of the truck. I got my utility trailer here, get the other fenders and things put away in the garage here. Maybe if I get all that done, maybe what we'll do is just pressure wash the cab itself, get the soot off of there, get it cleaned up, just to kind of, keep things moving along every day. Just do a little bit, and hopefully, as time goes on, we'll put this thing together. I've had a number of ideas about ways I want to take this project as far as the build, so I'll throw that out at the end. But anyways, for right now, just a little bit of cleanup, organizing and stuff like that, and then hopefully we get this thing cleaned up. So anyways, thanks for coming back. Let's get some work done. Well, just after initial couple minutes clean out, I got both door panels here. Also, I got a floor pan. I got two floor pans, one there, one for this cab, I assume, and one for this cab. Extra steering wheel. Again, everything was taken out of here, it seems. So one of those floor pans is going to go here. You can see we got another panel that has the accelerator pedal, and that's this one right here. So I've got another one of those. Got window cranks, dust cover for the transmission, extra turn signal housing bezel thing. Spark plugs here, so when the fire happened, I'm assuming the spark plugs were not in the thing. I got a jar here, 45 Chevy front bumper bolts, so there's that. Stick that back in there for later. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue cleaning this out. There's more in that one as well, so we're going to clean that out. I'm just going to put all of this into the trailer so that I can store it out of the weather. And then I think I want to pressure wash some of the soot out. I really feel bad about that dent in that one, but that's the excavator's fault. We're just going to have to work with it. So I'm going to keep cleaning this stuff up. Just kind of wanted to show you what I dug out of there so far. But quite honestly, for living in a barn and then having a fire and half a building dropped on it, I'm still impressed with the quality of things. Everything is it stinks like burnt plastic, but I think everything looks pretty good, so I'm going to keep cleaning up. All right, well, the archaeology gets better and better. The seats, honestly, this stuff's trashed, but you got new seat covers, 2 full sets. This one here obviously had some creatures living in here. This old manual, this looks kind of interesting. It's like so this is probably, given the years, probably like a army vehicle. But anyways, I wish more of it was here. It's kind of neat. But anyways, pretty cool. Old piece of history right there. Anyways, trashed in here. This one looks like it did have a bad leak in the roof, because this is all entirely rotted out. This got to go. But this cab over here looks much better. This panel here is entirely intact. The dash looks really good other than the soot. We can work on that. But inside here looks good. Still got a little heater. This cab looks really good. So tentatively what I'm thinking is we're going to do the old switcheroo. We're going to put that cab here, fix up the front of this one, sell all of that stuff. But what I'm thinking about doing is, if you can use your imagination here with me, we're going to take that one, face it forward and connect it to the front fenders and such. We're going to cut the back off of that one. We're going to cut the front off of this one, and then we're going to make it a crew cab. What do you think? I think that'd be sweet. Kind of think of Dodge Power Wagons. If I can figure out how to do the technology, I'll throw a picture of an old Dodge Power Wagon in here, and you can tell me what you think about the look of this with making a Chevy crew cab out of this 1-ton chassis here. Anyways, I'm gonna keep cleaning up. I think I need to get a shop vac because pack rats in this one were pretty gross, and we need to get all this stuff cleaned up. So yeah, just you know, keeping you posted on the progress here. But yeah, this has got to go. Anyways, that's that. I'll keep working. All right, well, here's the end of Monday, and I walked around and I sprayed all the parts that are generally supposed to move with some WD-40, as you can see here. And actually, we got everything opening and closing pretty well. The only door that stuck was that one over there. I don't know, something with that lock mechanism. But vacuumed out both of these cabs. This cab is actually much nicer. So I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, the plan before is take this cab, put it over there, splice them together, and make a super awesome crew cab. So cleanup this week will continue, and at some point drag the pressure washer over here, get these things cleaned out. But I mean, quite honestly, I think they look pretty good. I cut away a bunch of the stuff here, cut about a mile of wire out. Again, doors work pretty darn well. So again, vacuumed out, cleaned out a little bit, just looks better. Lot more to do, of course, as far as cleanup is concerned. They shut nice. This one just left it open a little bit because it, I don't know, this part here is very, very sticky. Not sure what the problem is with the mechanism, but we're gonna leave that be for now. But you can see, vacuumed everything out. Looks a lot better. I think I'm gonna remove these support rails for the seat and get rid of the gas tanks as well, just to continue the process of cleaning up. So anyways, that's kind of it for now. Screwdriver. We're gonna continue cleaning up. I'll show up with the pressure washer at some point, get the grease and grime off of here. But you know, for being locked up in a garage since 1989, I think we're doing pretty good so far with like 2 days of work on them. So yeah, I think that'll be awesome. Tell me what you think. You know, Frankenstein, mash them together, make a crew cab, and you know, potentially, you know, keep this chassis maybe, and then just do a drivetrain swap, put a Duramax or something in there. Or should I just put it onto an entirely brand new chassis, so we get all the new suspension and brakes and all that kind of stuff, but keep the cabs and make our Frankenstein thing? So lots of different options. Let me know what you think, and I guess we'll catch up later. That's it. Have a great day. Well, it's Friday night. I'm going to try and do this before the sun goes down over the tree line there. I just brought the pressure washer out. I want to try and wash off some of the soot from the trucks here, see what they look like without all the dirt and grime on them. So had a couple minutes, so I thought I'd throw together something real quick here, and then try and push this video out tonight because it's Friday evening. And anyways, that's that. So have a great weekend. Be back next week, hopefully with some kind of rough idea of plan for the build here. So let me just scrub them up here a minute, and I'll get back to you. All right, well, here we are, and I gotta say that I love the patina. I love the color of this truck. This cab itself is definitely in rough shape. We're gonna go through a couple things on that one, but man, we're gonna bang out some dents on this, fix the hood, but I think it just looks awesome. Put a little bit of shine juice on there. It's going to be spectacular. The kind of the burn has its own story to add to the truck after all those years. Unfortunately, this cab here really did take a beating. So not only is that part of the cab banged in there really bad, but this is really bad here. And I think the reason for that is, if we look up here, it had rotted through at some point, and someone made a horrible attempt at putting some silicone or something on there. I don't know, but all of this must have been rotten out, and all they did is they just slathered that stuff on there. So we're gonna have to get rid of that. And I think what we'll do is we'll take this cab and put it on there with those fenders. Anyways, this one is in better shape. So thankfully we have this. We were able to get both of them. The inside of this cab is really nice. Got all the soot off. It doesn't look great as far as the instrument cluster there, but the rest of the inside is good. I can also save this because that's in really good shape to put this in that cab. We also then get rid of the big ding in the back of the cab. You can see this one also really got charred, and all this paint bubbled up and was melting off. In any case, the green here on these fenders looks super cool. I love it. Got to bang the hood out a little bit, bang the fender out a little bit. You know, there's work to be done for sure, but I think this is going to be an awesome project. So, what comes next is, I think, kind of planning. I mentioned this, I think, again, these videos are recorded over the course of days, and then I forget what I said before, and then, you know, Merrick's here, we had volleyball, we had basketball, we got all the things happening, and, you know, it all kind of blends together. But here is my thought. I'll talk about it in more depth next time. I think we're going to take that cab and put it here, so we get rid of a little dinger there. But what I would, excuse me, like to do is we're going to take this cab, cut it off there, turn it around, take that cab, put it on the back, take the back of this one, and put it on the back of that one. Then we can have a crew cab, and I think that would be awesome. So if you can use your imagination like I am and see that happening, let me know. A lot of work, yes, absolutely. Would it be one of a kind and super awesome and unique? I think there is no doubt about it. And then, of course, we'd have to build our own bed on the back of that, because I don't know how it would change the wheelbase. I also had mentioned in other videos about, you know, doing a chassis swap, putting this on a Duramax, something new. But gosh, I think it looks cool the way it is. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. I appreciate everybody coming back. You can see the sunset happening there. I think we're going to go grill some steaks. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for watching.